right? On Facebook and also on Facebook page, KBLPlive. So for Sam and for myself, we will sign off and talk to you next week.
Well, hello and good evening, everyone, and welcome to Thompson Field here at Wacker Stadium, Wacker Park, Pauls Valley, Oklahoma, and we get the 2025 football season underway for the Lindsay Leopards and the Pauls Valley Panthers. My name is Greg Peary. Glad you've joined us here on KBLP Live for the season opener for these two teams here in Week 0. And our apologies for being so late getting on the air. We have had gremlins galore in all of our equipment ever since we tested all of this 2 weeks ago, and it all worked perfect. And we get here tonight, and nothing would work for us. So our internet connection's not great. It's been giving us trouble. We've had issues with software, so we're praying everything goes well for the rest of the night here. My name is Greg Peary. Again, thanks for joining us here. Alongside me is my broadcast partner, Andrew Lyon, and Andrew's doing double duty tonight. He's going to be doing my color commentary, but he's also running the camera tonight. But Andrew will have a very short pregame here since we got things started so late. But as far as this season opener goes, this is a Leopard team that comes in off of a 6-5 season. But in Pauls Valley coming in off of a 8-4 season last season before they lost in the second round of the playoffs. But this is a Leopard team that lost. If I remember, I counted 4 seniors that we lost off the team.
I think that's right.
4 starters.
Was it even that? Was it even that many starters?
I got to go back. We lost 8 seniors and 4 starters.
Okay, there you go.
So that was I had to go back and look at this. But again, so this Leopard team comes back with a bunch of guys that did some really good stuff last year, and bring all that experience back. On the flip side of that, you've got Pauls Valley, who lost 18 seniors to graduation last year, and 2 of those guys went D1. One of them is playing at Baylor right now. One of them is playing at Purdue. You lost Tanner Perry at quarterback, who had over 2,300 total yards and 24 touchdowns. Of course, Caden Knighton's the Baylor guy. He had over 2,300 yards, 38 touchdowns last year. You lost the big tight end in John Grimmett. He's gone now. You lost Maddox Prince, Jorge Fabella, Logan Stevens. That were all big receivers for Tanner Perry. This is going to be a completely different Pauls Valley team on top of adding a brand new head coach.
Yeah, absolutely. We've kind of flip-flopped here, the Leopards in Pauls Valley, where we've got just a ton of guys with experience coming back. We're expecting to be hitting on all cylinders. Pauls Valley seemingly starting all over, freshman quarterback, assuming the freshman gets the start tonight.
I think that's what the thought is, yeah.
And a bunch of guys who just haven't had much experience. They were loaded up last year. You mentioned Knighton and Grimmett. These guys were big time. And those guys, Fabella, Prince, guys that I've heard you mention 2 or 3 years in a row. It seems like we've been calling these guys names forever.
I think I've been saying them for 8 or 9 years.
So these are trustworthy hands that have been playing the game here in Pauls Valley for years, and they're unfortunately have moved on. And there just comes a point where sometimes you get these big classes of talented seniors, and then they're gone. And so you're starting all over. Pauls Valley, though, never a shortage of talent here in this town. And I know they'll find their way back here. And, hey, they may be coming out here and show us a thing or two with their new guys. So we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. It's, you go back and watch, you and I both have watched the scrimmage that Pauls Valley had with Durant and I forgot who was with them in that.
It was Marlowe.
Marlowe, that's
yes,
right.
Sir.
Then, of course, the Leopard scrimmage Sulphur, and we watched both of those. And you and I both felt the same thing. Felt like the Leopards kind of started a little slow, but at the end of that scrimmage looked really good. Pauls Valley started really sluggish in theirs, and you could just tell the 2 quarterbacks. They got a freshman and a sophomore both that were vying for that starting spot, and both of them looked a little iffy back there. But as the scrimmage went on, they got better.
Yep.
As you mentioned, they'll probably start the freshman tonight at quarterback, and that is number 14, Holden Mitchell. Again, just a freshman starting at quarterback, and you're going to hope the Leopards can maybe disrupt him a little bit, get him a little uncomfortable back there, and he's probably a first start on varsity. But at the same time, when you look at all of that, then you take into account you've got a brand-new coach that's brought in a brand-new defense. They've gone to a 3-3 stack defense, is what he calls it. So he's implemented a whole new defense. Mason Anthony comes in. He's a Norman North grad. Ended up with his bachelor's degree at the Rockhurst University. Ended up with a master from the Southeastern. But then he's been coaching 15 years. But his most recent 6, he spent a year in a lot of different places. But he spent 3 years down at Rush Springs, was head coach down there for 3 years. Then went to Choctaw as an assistant coach. Was the offensive line coach there at Choctaw. They won a state championship last year while he was there. So he's been at a 6A school, knows what it's like to win a state championship at that level. So now he comes down to a 3A school, and he's going to have that knowledge and that drive to be able to implement things here that really may throw the Leopards off here.
Yep, for sure. I think the question for me, always with a new coach, is just always going to be, when you're revamping a system, how well are the guys able to execute that new system and understand the schemes they're doing. I saw a lot of different things on film offensively that they were doing. Some of those very uncharacteristic of Pauls Valley football. They aired it out early on in that scrimmage like crazy. So they were throwing the ball a lot. Now they settled in later into more like kind of a flex bone kind of offense, which we're seeing from Purcells and Washingtons of the world. And they looked a little bit more comfortable there, which I would expect from a Pauls Valley team, comfortable with the run.
Right.
So we'll see how well the guys picked up this new system. Sounds like the guys got a lot of different experiences in a lot of different towns and different type programs. So we'll see how well it works for them.
Well, they're fixing to do the coin toss, so we'll see if that goes. Of course, the Leopards have not made it out to the sideline yet. The captains for Pauls Valley are here lined up. We'll get them for you real quick. Number 68 is James Fields. He is a senior. Number 22 is Charles Newell. He's also a senior. Number 64 is Mason Barahona. And he's a big guy up there on that offense. He'll play offense and defense tonight. Number 15 is Skeet Jolly. He is the senior tight end, and he'll also play defensive back. Here come the captains for the Leopards as they head across the field, and we'll get them in here. Number 6 is Tug Fott, the senior.
75, Caleb Snow.
Caleb Snow in there. He is also a senior for this Leopard squad this year. You'll bring in number 50. That is Caven Hunter, the senior. He'll play a lot on that offense and defensive line. Number 2 is the running back Dutton Taylor, also a senior this year. Is that 16 that I see as well for a Crew Flood, the sophomore. And who am I missing? 52.
Cody Franklin.
Cody Franklin.
I was actually gonna mention Cody real quickly as they're taking the field here. I'll mention him. He's one that Coach Embry had listed as a starter this week, and a new face, a guy that we haven't seen on the defensive line in particular. So I'll be looking forward to what he can do. I have no doubt that he wouldn't be listed as a starter if he didn't have something to show. So
exactly.
I think we'll probably see that defensive line rotating out quite a bit, and that's a great thing to be able to do. Have enough guys to do the rotation like that. Keep them fresh.
There you go. Well, while that's happening, we'll let Andrew keep up with the coin toss out there. Let me get you your starters for the Lindsay Leopards tonight, as what we intend to be the starters anyway, and we'll start with the offense. And to start with the skill positions, and we'll start with the quarterback. That is number 3, Isaac Cameron, returning. He's a 6'1", 178-pound junior. At the running back position will be number 2, Dutton Taylor. He is a 6 foot, 190-pound senior. We'll also see number 16, Crew Flood, in there at running back, 5'11", 160-pound sophomore. 4 wideouts tonight. 23 is Manny Aguero. Aguero, a 5'9", 160-pound senior. Also number 9, Will Lawrence. Lawrence, a 5'11", 190-pound junior. Eli Curry is number 10. He's a 5'11", 147-pound junior, and the other wideout will be number 22, Riker McCulley, 5'9", 141-pound sophomore. Up on that offensive line, anchor right in the middle is the senior, number 66, Maxon Simonton. He's a 5'11", 180-pound senior. Over on the left side at guard, number 77, Dennis Deggering. He's a 6'4", 290-pound senior. Number 75 is at left tackle. That's Caleb Snow, 6'1", 240-pound senior. On the right side at guard will be number 53, Keegan Gibson. Gibby is a 6'1", 210-pound senior. And then at right tackle will be number 54, Scott Jones. Jones is a 6'2", 205-pound junior. Jump to the defensive side of the ball, and we'll start with the big guys up front. At the nose guard will be number 53, Keegan Gibson. He'll play both sides of the ball. Then we mentioned Cody Franklin. He'll be at that left tackle in that 3-4 defense. And then on the right tackle will be number 8, Gus Torres. He's a 6'3", 250-pound senior. Inside linebackers, 54, Scott Jones, and Dutton Taylor, number 2, will play your insides. They both play both sides of the ball. Crew Flood also will be as an outside linebacker along with Will Lawrence. So those guys will be playing both sides of the ball as well. At the corner positions, number 20 is Holden Thornburg. He's a 5'7", 135-pound junior. The other corner is your quarterback, Isaac Cameron. Then at the safeties, you'll have Eli Curry and Manny Aguero. So those guys, again, doing double duty tonight. The head coach for the Lindsay Leopards is Sam Hembry. He is assisted by Stephen Merrill, Braxton Turner, Cody Weaver, Caleb Hall, Jackson Stephen, and Tyler Sharp. And if there was any question whether or not the Panthers are headed on the field with the train whistle, you know they are. We are just about ready to get this underway. Again, thank you for joining us here on KBLP Live and live coverage of Leopard football presented by the American Exchange Bank in Lindsay. Greg Peary here on the play-by-play. Andrew Lyon doing double duty tonight with the color commentary and running the camera. And we've got J.D. Scruggs over there manning what has been a beast of a problem tonight with the live stream. But J.D. is handling it like a pro. We've got Jason Wallenberg back at our studios in downtown Lindsay, Oklahoma, handling things on the FM side, FM 105. If you're listening to us on the radio, and of course, join us. Subscribe, like us there on the YouTube at KBLP Live. Packed house here, and we are packed in here too. The reason we had to run Kevin out off the camera is that we've got the film crew and coaches from Lindsay here alongside of us too. So if things start flying around in here from the coaches, well, we'll know things aren't going well. So, Andrew, I didn't get with you. What did we find out on a coin toss?
I'm sorry, man. I took my headset off for just a second. Lindsay won the toss, elected to defer to the second half. Pauls Valley will receive it. And, well, in Pauls Valley, this town's crooked. Which direction
I believe
is that?
that is, I want to say that is the north end zone, but don't get me lying.
Northwest?
Yeah, something like that.
I think
more
it
northwest.
is. I've always had trouble here in Pauls Valley on this side of the tracks.
Looks like number 6, Tuck Fott, has it teed up for the Leopards.
Lindsay, y'all ready?
We're just about ready to get the 2025-26 football season underway on the road here in Pauls Valley. Short kick headed to the sidelines, and it'll go way out of bounds, and that'll give the Panthers their first possession. 1st and 10, their own 35. Always takes me, seems like a game or two to get back in football mode, to get where I know what I'm saying and how to say it and how to write things down.
Yeah, for sure. This is it's been a couple of seasons since I ran this camera. So
1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line.
I'll try to keep the camera pointed in the right direction when I'm trying to talk. I'll do the best I can.
Holden Mitchell, number 14, in at quarterback, the freshman. They'll go 2 wide either side. Slot to the left from the shotgun. Mitchell calls for it. His handoff going left. That is number 12, Brody Brown, and he's dropped in the backfield. Great play from Dutton Taylor.
Nice way to start a game right there. Dutton flying in there, stuffing that one. Nice job. About a 4-yard loss.
Back to the 31-yard line. Bring up a 2nd down and 14. Trips left this time for Mitchell from the shotgun. Brown to his right. Single receiver wide right. Back to pass, wide receiver screen out to the left. A little bit of room and just past the original line of scrimmage before he's run out of bounds. Barrett, number 2, on the reception.
It looked like it was Gus Torres out there running him out of bounds, number 8.
Couple of yards on the play, back to the 36-yard line. So third down, call it 12. Out in the flat. Oh, it's picked off! Will Lawrence with the interception and the pick 6.
Attaboy, Will Lawrence.
Will Lawrence stepped perfectly and grabbed that right out of the hands of the receiver and the Leopard defense with a pick 6 on the first offensive possession for Pauls Valley tonight.
Number 9, Will Lawrence on the interception.
Well, you nailed it, buddy. We wanted to rattle that new quarterback, and boy, that's one way to do it.
That's one way to do it.
Excellent defense right there by Will.
And he did. He just waited on that, perfectly timed it just as the receiver thought he had the ball in his hands, and Lawrence just took it from him. Looks like they're going to go for 2 here, maybe. And maybe some confusion here. The Leopards may have to, I don't know if they are going to try to kick it. Here comes the tee on the field.
There's the tee.
And the play clock's down to 6. They're going to have to hurry to get this off.
Ooh.
Good snap. Got the hold down. The kick is on the way. And it is good. 10:44 left to go here in the first quarter. The Leopards with a pick 6 take a 7-0 lead over the Pauls Valley Panthers. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back to Pauls Valley right after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the American Exchange Bank on KBLP Live.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow Leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
So the Lindsay Leopard defense scores on the first offensive possession from the Panthers. They take a 7-0 lead on what I would say is probably about a 30-yard pick 6 from Will Lawrence. Maybe closer to 35. Tug Thought has it teed up for the Leopards. Brody Brown is back deep along with Colby Barrett for the Panthers. See if Thought can keep this one in bounds this time. Right up the middle, line drive kick, and it will bounce and then go out of bounds at the 20. So it'll be another 1st and 10 at the 35 for the Panthers with 10:44 left to go here in the first quarter.
1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
And the Leopards again, a 7-0 lead. Mitchell stays in at quarterback. Brown will stay in the backfield. They'll send number 8, Ty Horn, wide left, along with Barrett. Number 15 is Skeet Jolly. He is split wide right over here along with Charles Newell, number 22. Jolly goes in motion right to left, stops in the slot left side. Mitchell, hand off. Brown breaks to the right, tries to cut it back inside. Leopards close that hole quickly. And he may get about 3 yards out to the 38-yard line.
Like big Caleb Snow coming up off the bottom of that pile.
2nd down, 7 for the Panthers. Again, Barrett will go left along with Horn. Brown now breaks to the right as well. They'll go empty backfield. Trips left, twins right. Now they'll bring Brown back in motion into the backfield. Mitchell hands it to Brown, looking right up the middle, steps through, and then gets wrestled down there. Number 54 for the Leopards is Scott Jones on the tackle.
Brings up 3rd down 2.
He'll get out to the 40, call it the 43-yard line. Picks up 5 on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2. Again, they'll go trips left, single receiver right. Mitchell with Brown to his left, and false start will be called on the Panthers as several of their guys jumped.
False start by the Panthers. 5-yard penalty.
So backs them up. Now that 3rd and 2 becomes a 3rd and 7, and you're behind the chains.
We'll take it.
Back it up to the 37-yard line. Twins either side, single back. Now they bring Barrett in motion right to left. And again, we're going to have another false start.
Oh, man.
Movement by the Panthers.
Little early season jitters, looks like.
False start.
So now it becomes a 3rd down and 12. And move the ball back to the 32-yard line. Jolly will go wide left along with 28, Brian Keller this time. Brown stays in the backfield, Twins right. Mitchell calls for it from the shotgun. Back to pass, looking right, gets flushed out of the pocket, getting chased, and he'll be brought down from behind.
That is Gus Torres.
Gus Torres chased down the freshman and dropped him for a big loss back at the 25-yard line. It's a loss of 7 on the play.
Love to see the big boys up front chasing down quarterbacks. He's made a couple of plays, one on the far sideline where he really had to use his feet. I like to see the athleticism out there.
So 3rd down and 19, punt formation. Nice punt. This one sends Aguero all the way back inside his 25-yard line. It goes to the right, and we're going to have a flag for a block in the back here. Aguero still running past the 50, the 45, the 40, and it's dragged down inside the Panther 35-yard line. But this one's going to come back because there is a flag laying back here for a block in the back that happened right where Aguero caught that. So a nice return will come back, but the Leopards offense will head to the field for the first time. So 8:32 left to go here in the first quarter. Leopards with a 7-0 lead off of a pick six, and we're going to have an official timeout on the field. Let's take it with them. We'll come back to Pauls Valley right after this. You're watching live coverage of Leopard football presented by the American Exchange Bank on KBLP Live.
BC Factoring and Finance is a local, family-owned finance company. We assist small businesses with flexible and creative financing solutions to meet their cash flow needs. Call us to discuss ways we can help free up your time to focus on building your business. Visit us online at bcfactoring.com or give us a call at 405-259-2104. Go, Lindsay!
For all your construction needs, give Brad Taylor a call with B&S Construction at 1-405-428-0039. B&S Construction specializes in concrete pads, sidewalks, and metal buildings of all sizes. Call Brad today for a free estimate. The crew at B&S Construction would like to wish the Leopards a safe and successful season. Go Lindsay!
Welcome back to Pauls Valley. The Leopard offense headed to the field for the first time tonight, led by quarterback Isaac Cameron, the junior. Senior Dutton Taylor will be at running back in the backfield. They'll go Twins either side. Bring Aguero in motion left to right. High snap. Taylor right up the middle. Diggs across the 20. It was at the 19, by the way, after the penalty for the start of this drive. And he'll get a couple of 3 yards. See where they spot it. Looks like at the 21-yard line. So give him 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8.
Not much there on that one. The PV defensive line stood strong there.
Again, they'll go Twins either side. Taylor in the backfield with Cameron from the shotgun. Aguero and Lawrence will split left. Again, Taylor avoided the guy in the backfield, but he couldn't avoid the rest of them. That was nothing but black shirts around Taylor that time. And they'll actually give him no gain on the play. Mark it at the 21. It's going to bring up 3rd and long.
Yeah, we're going to have to get definitely going to have to get a better push out of the O-line right there. get these running backs past the first level.
Fott and McCulley are split right. Aguero and Lawrence are split left. Taylor in the backfield to the right of Cameron in the shotgun. 3rd down and 8 from the Leopard 21. Back to pass. Cameron got time. Out in the flat. Just short hopped it to Aguero. Had him, and he would have had a first down at the 30, but it falls incomplete. And that's going to bring up 3 and out with a 4th and 8 coming up for the Leopards.
Yeah, tough offensive first series. Not much going on there. We'll see if we can't get something figured out.
Cameron back in punt formation for the Leopards. Nobody is back deep for Pauls Valley. Snap. Cameron gets off a good punt and get a good run. It didn't either. It went straight out of bounds. I thought that was headed downfield from this angle, but it hit right out of bounds, and it's a horrible punt. It didn't hardly even get past the line of scrimmage. We'll mark it at the 30-yard line. So now you give Pauls Valley that kind of field position. Your defense is really going to have to step up now. 7:14 left to go in the first. Pauls Valley with the ball at the Leopard 30-yard line. Mitchell brings the offense back out onto the field. Connor Martin in it, wide receiver, goes wide left. Mitchell hands it off to Brandon in the backfield, and he is double teamed and then covered up back there.
Keegan Gibson and Crew Flood immediately making contact with that running back right there. So they're having the same woes we are.
Loss of 1 back to the 31-yard line and bring up a 2nd down and 11. Twins right. Now they'll go trips right. And they'll have a man in the slot right. That is number 15, Albright. Excuse me, 15 is Jolly. Oh, big hit right there. Slowed down. Wyatt Bratt on the carry, and I mean, he took a big hit. Was that Flood that hit him?
No, that was Dutton Taylor with the initial hit, and then Flood in there to clean it up.
But a 2-yard loss there back to the 33-yard line, and now you've got Pauls Valley behind the chains with a 3rd down and 13, even though they're in Leopard territory at the 33-yard line. Trips left, single receiver right. Mitchell looking to the right and threw way outside of his intended receiver. That was number 6, Connor Martin, intended out there in that flat. And now it is a 4th down. And, of course, at this point, you're going to go for it here. You're sure, Coach Mason, knowing that 33-yard line, they're not going to punt it from here. Trips left. Martin is the lone receiver right. Mitchell has Bratt in the backfield as running back. Back to pass, looking left. Now steps up in the pocket, breaks out to the left, throws on a run just over the outstretched arms of Skeet Jolly.
Pass incomplete, intended for Skeet Jolly.
And so a turnover on downs. The Leopard defense stands strong, and with 5:52 left to go here in the first quarter, the Leopards will get it back for their 2nd offensive possession, and this time they'll have it at their own 33-yard line. And hope the offense comes out a little better this time.
You bet. I believe we will. We're sharing the booth here with the coaches, and I know they're confident they've got something better dialed up here this time.
McCulley and Lawrence are going to go wide left. Actually, McCulley changes his mind. He's going to go to the right, and they'll look like they'll actually bunch him. Trips right. And looks like we may be missing somebody here. They're calling to the sideline. And
yep, only 10 guys there.
Yep.
Here comes Keegan Gibson.
Gibson, that right guard, kind of important there. This time they got Flood in the backfield. He's on a sweep right, looking to cut up field, runs over one guy, gets a cross.
And a fumble.
And the ball's loose. Is they going to call him down?
Yeah, I think so.
Looked like the play was made by number 15.
Ground can't cause the fumble, of course.
So out to the 36-yard line, a pickup of 3.
2nd down, 7.
So call it 2nd and 7. Again, they'll stay with the bunch The receivers to the left, single receiver right. Flood in the backfield with Cameron from the shotgun. Cameron. Flood waiting, looking for a hole, and can't find one. Nice job of hesitating, trying to wait for those guys to open a hole, but there was nothing there, and he picked up nothing on that. It's going to bring up another 3rd down and 7.
James Major on the tackle.
So Flood stays in. Lawrence will be split left. Fott and McCulley are going to stay right.
3rd down. Let's go, Panthers.
Aguero is also over there, so they'll go trips right. And we're going to have a timeout called by the Leopards. This is a pretty big play right here, and the Leopards want to talk about it. 4:29 left to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 lead for the Leopards, but they've got a 3rd and 7 coming up after this timeout. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the American Exchange Bank on KBLP Live.
Life is loud, chaotic, hilarious, and occasionally peaceful. Your life fits you, so why settle for life insurance that fits someone else? At Shelter Insurance, our local agents help you design a personal protection plan backed by award-winning customer service. We're your shield. We're your shelter. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Find the award-winning service you need with Caleb Smith in Lindsay.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We're located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
3rd down and 7 coming up for the Leopards, their own 36-yard line. Lawrence is the lone receiver left. McCulley, Fott, and Aguero are all split right. Flood in the backfield to the left of Cameron in the shotgun. Cameron calls for it. Back to pass. Rushed out of the pocket. See if he cannot get rid of it. He's going to go down for a sack.
Oh, they're calling him down.
Back at the 20-yard line. In fact, they mark it at the 21, but that's a loss of 15 on the sack.
We've got ourselves a defensive battle.
No kidding. I'm not sure I saw that coming. I really didn't.
I did not see it coming. I'll tell you that right up.
So Leopards will punt as Cameron steps back to his own 10-yard line to punt this away. And again, Pauls Valley puts nobody back really deep. Ty Horn is back about 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage, but let's see if Cameron can get a good one away here. That one much better. It'll hit
nice
a huge bounce. And the Leopards
punt.
going to get this one all the way down inside the 20, down to the 16-yard line. Fantastic punt from Isaac Cameron.
Well, hey, I'm just going to mention we just got a text from Kevin. I know he's had a lot of people calling him tonight. We are having major internet issues over here at Pauls Valley. I know we've mentioned that before, but I understand there's a lot of buffering going on. We'd love to be able to fix it. Unfortunately, we are
we can only deal with what we got, right?
I would love to be able to manufacture some more internet, but we got what we got, folks, and we're sorry. So hopefully you'll just stay in there, hang in there with us, and maybe it'll improve.
Mitchell brings the offense back out for the Panthers, 1st and 10, their own 16-yard line. Brings Barrett in motion left to right and handed off to him in the backfield. Leopards corralling. Short gain. And see exactly where they mark him here. Looks like about the 19-yard line, so we may have a pickup of 3 here. Second down and 7 coming up.
Bring up 2nd and 7 for the Panthers at their 19-yard line.
Panthers will send Ty Horn, number 8, along with number 17, Noah Galvin. He is the sophomore that battling for that quarterback spot, so good athlete. Now you got trips left. Connor Martin, the only receiver wide right. Brown in the backfield with Mitchell. Hand it to Brown, looking right up the middle, and nothing doing.
Wow, that closed up quick.
Brown on the carry. Picks up 2.
You know, I saw Tug Fought in there.
Big 3rd and 5.
Give him to the 21-yard line. He picks up 2 on the play.
I'm going to assume that was Deggering or Snow in there on the offensive line stuffing that one.
Back to pass. Mitchell looking left where he had those trips. Nail back there trying to get out of harm's way, and the Leopards are going to sack him inside. No, he throws it at the last minute.
Oh.
And are they going to call him down? No, they're going to say incomplete pass. They'll say he got rid of it before he hit the ground. But now this comes back to
There's a flag down. The white hat threw a flag right there, and he's talking it over.
They're going to do an intentional grounding there.
Yep.
So this will back it up and be loss of down.
Flag down. We got intentional grounding on the Panthers.
So they'll move the ball back 5 yards to the 12-yard line.
Ball be at the 12-yard line. Brings up 4th and 15.
So 4th down and 15. Back at his own goal line. Jolly gets this one away. Nice high punt. Aguero calls for the fair catch and then just lets it bounce. And it'll roll into Leopard territory and die at the 46-yard line.
Ball's down.
So the Leopard offense back out with 2:04 left to go here in the first quarter. We're still at 7-0. That was early on. In fact, less than 3 minutes into this game. Will Lawrence picks off the pass from Mitchell and takes it to the house for a pick 6. And the extra point gave the Leopards a 7-0 lead with 10:44 left, and that's where we still stand. But the Leopards are back on the field with the offense at their own 46-yard line. Good field position here. Taylor back in at running back. Lawrence will be the lone receiver left. They'll go Twins right. And I think they've got Torres lined up in the slot right this time, and a high snap, and we're going to have flags. We're going to luck out with that one because that one would have been a big loss. It was over the head of Isaac Cameron, but I think we're going to have a false start that's going to back the Leopards up to the 41-yard line anyway.
Start on the Leopards. 5-yard penalty.
So in that one, I'm not so sure that wasn't a blessing because the loss of that bad snap was going to be a whole lot worse than that 5 yards.
You're right about that. We'll just we'll deal with it and move on.
Another high snap, but this time Taylor right out the middle. He's got some room, breaks to the left. He's at the 50, the 45, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, makes a move. Inside, he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Leopards.
There we go.
Taylor. 59 yards and a touchdown run for Dutton Taylor.
That was a heck of a run by Mr. Dutton right there. Excuse me, Mr. Taylor. Thought he might be kind of stuffed there in the middle. Boy, he cut it left. Went and hit that sideline and turned on the Jets, man.
When he broke it to the left, there was nobody there. And then the nice move about the 10-yard line to split defenders to get to the end zone. Extra point try from Will Lawrence coming up. A low snap, and again flags, and I think we're going to have another false start. So the
looks like it.
Extra point try will be from the 15 now instead of the 10. Does that maybe change it, or?
I don't know. I bet they just stick with the kick.
Aguero is the holder for the Leopards, and Lawrence will attempt it again. Just inside the 15-yard line. Good snap, good hold, line drive kick, and it's no good.
PAT is no good.
A minute 52 left to go here in the first quarter, but the Leopards have a 13-0 lead over the Pauls Valley Panthers. We'll take a timeout. We're back to Pauls Valley right after this. This is Leopard Football. It's presented by the American Exchange Bank on KBLP Live.
Saving a taste of authentic Mexico right here in town? head over to Casa 13. Dive into a variety of salsas, from zesty and mild to bold and spicy. Order to go and settle in for all your leopard action at home, and don't forget the drinks. Or come in and catch the Friday night football games live and curb your hunger. Late night watching leopard football? Let us cook breakfast for you. Now serving breakfast Saturdays and Sundays. Come see us at 110 Southeast 4th Street. Go Leopards!
So the Leopards go on a very short drive. This time it was 2 plays.